SMT Nation, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing a series of videos here. They're shorter. They're not going to take too much time to get through, but I think they're important. This is valuable testing over from the fine folks at PC Mag and Sasha Segan, kind of coordinating a national speed testing and network observation. A little bit of research. They collected some data. They did it for all three major carriers across like 10,000 plus miles, regions of the US, many cities, and it's valuable data, for us to kind of look at and see how the carriers are performing within specific parts of the countries, urban areas, suburban areas. So let's take a look and analyze each of the three results for the best and the worst cities for all three carriers. So three parts of the series. We'll do AT&T first. The next part will be T-Mobile, and we'll finish up with Verizon. All right, so these articles will be linked in the description. So if you are curious about switching to AT&T and you live in one of the tested cities, this might be meaningful to you. All right, this article dated from June 30th. It says here, AT&T's mid-band 5G network is slowly starting to spread nationwide. It has performance much more like what we saw from T-Mobile and Verizon this year. By 2024, for sure, AT&T could be in a very different position. By then, the C-band, the N77 build-out will be mostly complete. They're going to put a huge dedication to the rest of the year, and then 2023 will be a very, very big year for AT&T as well. 5 cities that we saw the best overall AT&T performance, 5 where we saw the worst. Let's take a look here. Atlanta, very good for AT&T. You'll see the speeds are very good in terms of maximum megabits per second. Average, very good as well. Plenty good for a lot of people. Shouldn't be much of an issue. If you look at the above 25 megabit per second percentage, it's as good or better than the competition. I think that's what's meaningful. They've got uniform capacity that is holding up. For uplink speed, 42, for the average 21, and the above 5 megabits per second uplink is the best of the competitors. The latency, tied or best, right? No dropped calls in their testing, and a 0.5% rated failed data connection, as compared to 5% for T-Mobile and 6% for Verizon. So that's they're the best in Atlanta according to reliability and pretty good capacity. All right, Boston, same type of situation. It looks like maybe in Boston they've got some millimeter wave there, and that explains why they had this really high maximum downlink. Uplink, all right, there's the percentage above 25 megabits. 90% they led the way for downlink. Above 5 megabits per second percentage for uplink. 86% they led the way. Latency, they're a little higher than T-Mobile, but they're lower than Verizon. So if you're catching the trend there, yeah, it says here 5G Plus popped up from time to time in Boston. Sounds like millimeter wave. San Francisco, they seem pretty good as well. Let's see here. They had the best upload speed percentage above 5 megabits. So that's a really good metric for them there. Washington, D.C., they seem pretty good as well, too. Percentage above 25 megabits, 85%. And then percentage above 5 megabits for uplink, 89%. They led the way in both those categories. Rural regions, Northwest, Southwest, and Texas. It says here all places where we pretty frequently saw dead zones and dropouts. Okay, so those could be some concern areas there. All right, cities where they were the worst. Boise. Not sure what's going on there. They maybe have neglected areas. They had 10% data connection failures. All right, that seems to be the trouble there. Chicago. All right, it says there they had 6% failed data connections. Only 8% above 5 megabits on the uplink. T-Mobile at 90%. Percentage above 25 megabits, 74% for the downlink. T-Mobile 95, Verizon 80. All right, so they trail in those areas. Here's Indianapolis, really a Verizon town. The above 25 megabit per second, only 67%. The percentage above 5 megabits on the uplink, they were the best, actually. Failed data connections, T-Mobile is the worst at 11%, but AT&T at 2% and Verizon also at 2%. All right, New Orleans, 50% above 25 megabit downlink, so they were very low compared to the competition. That seemed to be their problem there. Failed data connection rate was actually good there, so I don't know. Phoenix, AT&T the worst. I'm kind of surprised. It seems like a pretty well-developed city for them to be so poor there. I wonder what's going on in this situation. Percentage above 25 megabits, low at 63% compared to the competition. Also low on the uplink above 5 megabits at 55%. And a failed data connection, that's probably, excuse me, the worst of it at 14%, Verizon at 2%, and T-Mobile at 8%. So those are probably the concerns there. So those are the best and the worst places for AT&T. You guys can check out this segment of the testing and this article. The link is in the description box below. Make sure you do check it out. I think these are meaningful test results and meaningful data, the best and worst cities for AT&T. If you want to comment, you live in these places and you can concur about AT&T, let me know. Comment down below in the comment section. You all, the voice of the people, the SMT Nation, let your voice be heard. Like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. Here's a couple of videos up on the screen for you to check out if you're not done with the SMT. There are links in the description for my Twitter as well as my Patreon page if you want to support us and get early access to videos and content and exclusives not found anywhere else. And all business inquiries can be sent to the Gmail address down in the description. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next one. Peace.